Hello my dear students, this is Akash HD and welcome to the ASD Physics classes. So dear students, I hope so you all are doing very good and you are keep growing and keep learning. Okay, so my dear students, today we are going to learn law of reflection by the Huygens principle. Okay, and I hope so you know very well this Huygens principle we used to learn in the chapter wave optics. Okay, and in wave optics we see the light from the wave point of view. Okay, because light is a wave also and light is a particle also. Okay, but in wave chapter we are seeing the light as a wave point of view. Okay, so there was the one scientist Huygens. So Huygens has given his theory, the name of the theory is the Huygens wave theory of light. Okay, so my dear students, to do this derivation first we should know what is the Huygens wave theory of light. So my dear students, this Huygens has talked about the wavefront. Okay, then what is the wavefront? So kindly listen very carefully. My dear students, what happens when the ray of light travels in forward direction, then it carries the wavefront also. In which direction? It carries the wavefront in a forward direction. Okay, now how to get the direction of the wavefront? Please remember that very well. The wavefront is always perpendicular to the direction of the ray of light. Okay, now if we talk about what is the wavefront, the basic definition. So the definition is that the locus of all the particles vibrating in the same phase is called a wavefront. Now my dear students, let's talk about how many kinds of sources are there. So in our syllabus there are three types of sources are there. Like first one, point source. Due to the point source the nature of wavefront will be spherical. Okay, second one, line source, and due to the line source the nature of wavefront will be cylindrical. Okay, and the last one, when the source is the very far distance away from the observation point. So what will happen when the source is very far? Then what kind of rays will come? The parallel rays will come from the source towards the observation point. Okay, and in this situation the nature of the wavefront will be plane wavefront. Okay, so my dear students, we are going to prove the law of reflection by using the plane wavefront. Okay, my dear students, so whenever we are doing the derivation we have to write the introduction point and that will appear on your screen. You can learn from there and you can copy in your exam also, no problem from there. Okay, but now we will just do the derivation here. Okay, so my dear students, here I have just taken. Now here we have one plane surface. Okay, now after that what will happen that here here I have just taken the rays coming like this. You see the rays coming, one ray is coming like this. Now what is this, my dear students? This is the normal, and we know very well the normal is always perpendicular to the surface. Okay, this angle, what is this angle? This angle is I. Okay, now after that what will happen that here? Now the ray will be reflected and it will go like this. Is it? Now this is. Now after that my dear students, we'll draw actually two rays here. Now this is the one ray came and went like this. We'll take one more ray there, it will go like this. Like this it is going. And please make sure that this ray and this ray should be what? Parallel to each other. Okay, and here also what will happen that here? We'll draw the normal and again we'll draw the reflected ray here. What is this, my dear students? This is the reflected rays are there. Just let me draw here the arrows. Okay, and this angle I, and what about this angle? This angle is R. Why we are seeing here the two rays? So that we can see this diagram in a very clear point of view. Okay, we can do the derivation by the single ray also, but the diagram will be not that much, it will become too much complex. So only we are drawing how many rays? We are drawing the two rays. Okay, so this is the which ray? This is the incident ray. Which ray, my dear students? This is the incident ray. Now how to draw the incident wavefront? What I told you, the wavefront will be always perpendicular to the surface. Okay, so my dear students, here see, here I will draw here one perpendicular. What is this? This is the wavefront. The name I will give here A and B. Now see here please, this angle is I, then what about this angle? This angle is 90 minus I. So what about this angle? This angle is I. That means the ray will make angle I from the normal, and this incident wavefront will make angle I from the horizontal. Okay, so what is this AB, my dear students? This AB is what? This AB is the incident wavefront. Now let's write down what is this AB. AB is the incident wavefront. Okay, now let's talk to this one here. This is which ray, my dear students? This is the reflected ray. Reflected ray. Okay, what is this? Reflected ray. Now again we'll draw the wavefront. So how the wavefront will be there? Again the perpendicular here. Now we have to draw the perpendicular like this. Now some perpendicular will be there like this. Okay, and here I have given a name. This is C and this is D. And let's see the angle now. Is it? So my dear students, see here. This angle is R. Then what about this angle? 90 minus R. So what about this angle? This angle will be also R. So what I am telling, the reflected ray is making angle R from the normal, and the reflected wavefront is making angle R from the horizontal. And what is this CD? The CD is the which wavefront? The CD is the reflected wavefront. Okay, just see it very properly. Now, my dear students, after that what we'll do here, what I told you, angle, how much angle? Wavefront and the ray makes how much angle? 90 degree. And this also how much angle? This also how much angle here? 90 degree. Okay, now my dear students, we will just do the mathematical part here. Okay, so my dear students, first I am going to take the triangle ABD. Okay, so let me write here. In triangle ABD, let's write the sin I. No, sin I, this is the angle, sin I. So what is there? See here please, my dear students, A, B, D. So sin I is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. So here we can write here BD by AD. No, what I will write here? BD by AD. Now this one will make it equation 1. After that, next one. After that, I am going to take this triangle ACD. Okay, so let's say here in triangle ACD. Now see here please, ACD. Okay, so here what to write here? Sin R. No? So what is the sin R, my dear students? See here, see here, see here. What is the sin R? Again, opposite by hypotenuse here. So what this will become here? This is given by this AC by AD. Okay, so what is this? AC by AD. This is equation number 2. Now what we will do? Next step, we will divide both these equations. Okay, so we write here equation 1 is divided by equation 2. Like this we have to write in exam. Okay, so what will become here? Hence we can write here, hence this sin I by sin R is equal to, right side also division, what will happen? This AD and AD cancelled out. So what this will come here? BD by AC. Now my dear student, this BD in a which medium? Okay, medium is there, and AC also in which medium? Same medium. So see here please, you know very well, in a reflection medium does not changes. In a refraction medium will change, but in a reflection medium will not change. So as the medium will not change, so what will happen? Speed of the light will also not change here. Okay, so let's take, if in case this medium is some general medium is there, not vacuum, air and all, some general medium here. So in the medium, speed of the light how much here? V. Okay, so B to D, if the speed is V, then time taken how much here? If time taken is T, then we'll write here V into T, BD distance. Similarly, AC also, A to C also, how much is speed? Same V, because medium is same. So V into T, then what will happen? This VT and this VT will cancel out here. Then we can write here, my dear students, here, this sin I by sin R is equal to 1, is it? Next one, we'll write here, this sin I is equal to sin R. That means what will be there? Angles will be equal. So what is there? Angle I is equal to angle R. Now, what is this? This is the law of reflection that we have learned. According to law of reflection, angle of incidence and angle of reflection should be what? Same. Okay. So my dear students, you have seen very well in how much easy mannered way we have done this derivation, and this diagram is the very important. Okay. So my dear students, if you have understood this derivation very well, just comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Okay. Thank you so much.